Telling you, chat. I'll be thrilled if GamerCat lets me get in any words today. Man, he is determined to get some pets. How you doing, everybody? It is another chill stream. Oh man, and I got 3 cameras on me. Holy cow! That's what happens when you set up a camera on the fly. So I don't need that. And this is Pip's camera, but I don't know if Pip's gonna be here today. So let's just go on ahead and turn that off for just a second. And now I got to go up to the top and fix my word count. Let's see. I'm at 1618. It's a short stream today, everybody. My run got pushed back a couple of hours, so I'm going to be running at 4. So what you missed yesterday, Jason, was one of my cameras was on Pip, and then GamerCat Benedict. He was in a mood. He was playing around with a toy. Well, actually, it wasn't really a toy. It's more like the bracelet that I got from No Kid Hungry, and he was playing around with that. So we had a camera on him, and then we had the camera on Pip, and then I pop on, and it's like I got 3 cameras just all on me. So that's amazing. Oh, thank you, Cat. I appreciate it. Needy Cat is very needy. Needy Cat is very needy today. But you get that nap in. I myself am struggling. I've had 2 nights in a row where my sleep's been off. Not really sure what's up with that, but I've been happy with the way Fear City has been shaping up. I'm not sure what happened last night. I know I went late. That goes without saying. I went late. But now I'm just trying to get through. If I can just get through whatever this little stretch of insomnia is that I'm dealing with, I'll be happy. That's better. All right. That's right. I got a shout out from Steve Saylor the other day, or rather today. He's very very kind of him. For those of you who might have missed the news. Well, yeah, but the difference is, Jason, I've got 1 on the food, I've got 1 on the stove, and then I've got me. So having 3 cameras, like 2 on me at the same time and 1 on my hands, that was a little much. Like I said, I'm doing okay. Powering through with caffeine and sugar, to be honest with you. Panic. I've had 2 nights where the sleep's been eluding me, to say the least. And I've got I'd like to see if I can't get some words down before I feel like I'm about to before I fall flat on my face. I have not gotten a machete yet. I promise you I will be getting a machete next time I do a cooking stream. I do promise you that. I just gotta find a machete first, like a machete that I know I won't hurt myself. You know what I mean? Or I'll screw up. I'm also worried about screwing up a board. I'm worried about screwing up one of the cooking boards if I come down hard. But if I use the machete properly, if I use it like a proper knife, it may not be so bad. All right. Let me just take a quick glance at what I'm working on right now. Hey, cat. Oh, look at you. Ah! Goodness. Let go. Let go. There we go. Nope. You want pets? I'm going to give you pets. He has been all over me since I sat down. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, but you notice he hasn't gone anywhere. Oh, I am, I'm actually working on a novel right now. Writing on a book. The book I'm currently writing is, I'm working on an urban fantasy. It is called Fierce City, New York. And it is basically the takedown of the mob in the from the early '80s, but I'm throwing in elves and orcs and blood magic into the mix. So it's been a nice juxtaposition of history and fantasy. I've been having a good time with it, having a real good time with it. My plan today was to urban fantasy, and the plan dance is to the plan is to try and get out a few words before I go for my 4 o'clock run, but I haven't been getting sleep the past 2 nights, so hoping that the sugar and caffeine in my soda can kick it in, and I can find a second wind. Right now, I'm just trying to finish up this particular chapter. Whoa! Look at that, Jason Nightstalker, dropping like it's hot. 5, count 'em, 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Jason. I do appreciate that. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you so much. Look at that. Oh no, 7 tier 1 subs. I stand corrected. 7 tier 1 subs. I can't talk, man. I'm talking away from. Well, one of the things that's happening, Dance, is that I'm talking away from the mic. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm talking away from the mic. That's problem number 1. Problem number 2 is I'm covering up my mouth. That doesn't help. And 3, I'm also a little tired. That little sub bomb though is quite to pick me up. So hope you all enjoy those gifted subs. You get the walk-on sound effect. You get the exclusive rooms in my Discord, and of course you get the tier 1 emotes. So there you go, Veronica. Hey, good to see you back. I got a late start. I've been moving very slow because of the lack of sleep, and I hate it. I hate it when I don't get enough sleep. And I have to at least get in, at the very least, 3 miles today, because training for the next half marathon. Amanda, hope you enjoy that gifted sub, courtesy of Jason. Jason's good people. He is really working hard to make sure that I meet all the goals here at Casa de Tea Monster, and I really do appreciate that. 7 gifted subs. How about that? Look at that. Pushing us up to 105. 105 subs. Thank you very much. Okay, hey, if I can provide you and keep you on task, then that is a good thing. So I'm more than okay with that. Veronica, thank you for sticking out with me and hanging in there. Okay, so let's see. So let's make this week about 110 subs. We're still going for 3,300 follows as well. Those are the goals we got. And thank you again, Jason. I really do appreciate that. I really, really do. Real quick, just wanted to give another shout out to my buddy Steve Saylor, Blind Gamer Steve. You've seen him before on this channel. Steve got partnered yesterday by Twitch, and I'm really proud of him. I'm really, really proud of him. And it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Could not have happened to a nicer guy. Oh, Pip's microphone is on, so let me just... That should help a little bit with the microphones. All right. So to answer your question, Dance. Actually, the mob is not the orcs. This is this is really where this is where my world is a little different from the real world. So what's happening is that there's and this is one of the subplots in the story. There are 3 books planned in the series: Fear City, New York, Fear City, Las Vegas, and Fear City, DC. And the idea is that elves and orcs have been brought into our world, but you really don't find out how they got here or what they were dealing with until the second book, until Fear City, Las Vegas. But there is a seed of what's going on alluded to in all through Fear City, New York. And the way I'm playing it is that elves and orcs are part of society. They are also they have adjusted, and they are part of the mob. But the mob is still the Italian mafia. The idea, Dance, as to why the orcs are willing to work with the Italian mob but not throw them over, is that the Italians are practicing blood magic, and it's not as it's not as that it's not as fantasy element oriented as Will Smith's Sprite, but it's something along those lines. It is explained in this. It will be explained, I should say. It will be explained in the second book, whether or not I'm sorry. It is explained in the book why it's only elves and orcs. I thought about bringing in fairies and dwarves and all that stuff, and I thought, no, let me keep this simple. And there's a reason why only elves and orcs from this other realm have been brought into this realm. And there's references to something called let's see, I think I called it something like the Great Reveal. It's called the Great Reveal. It's mentioned in a previous chapter. And in the Great Reveal, that was when, not only our world but their world discovers that there are parallel worlds, and elves and orcs are part of the mafia, but they are also part of the FBI as well. And my partner is one of my protagonists, guy by the name of Jack Pensworth. He has been paired up with an orc, a female orc, and she is the first recruit, both female and orc, in the FBI investigation team against the mafia. And it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun to do. I think today might be a bumpy ride though, because I feel like I'm running on fumes right now. Like I said, I'm having a little sugar caffeine kick just to see if I can get the motor running. But if things don't improve drastically and soon, I may have to make this an even shorter stream than it's going to have to be, because I have to get my run in at 4 today. If not, it's okay. I can still get my word count tomorrow. But today was the day we had to go out. We had to get get food from the grocery store. We had to make a quick stop by the church, drop in something for the food ministry there, and now we're back. And I wanted to see if I could get some words in. I thought Pip was going to join us, but I don't think Pip is joining us today. Last I left her, she was watching the brand new All Things Great and Small on Masterpiece Theater. Turns out the guy that plays Neville Longbottom, Matthew Lewis, is in it. And man, Matthew Lewis looks good. He looks good. He grew out of that awkward phase as Neville Longbottom. Yep, that's true. That's very true, Dance. It's very true. That is very, very true. Yes. This little guy, I tell you what. Oh, he was recently seeing The Queen's Gambit. That's on my to watch list. I haven't watched The Queen's Gambit yet, but I've heard great things about it. I've heard great things about it, Dance. It would be like I said, it's on my to watch list. Pip has watched it. She really enjoyed it. She really did. It's just a little hard to consume all the medias that is out there, and you want to also get words out there. If I watch any media, I may be watching the documentary that inspired this book, and I've watched that documentary like 3 times over, and that's only 3 episodes. Okay. Okay, Dance. Be safe, all right? Be safe. What was that, hon?
Where's my camera gone?
I haven't got, I didn't know if you'd be joining me or not.
I was just gonna say, have you seen the Michael B. Jordan Alexa ad?
No, what is this? I saw that there was something about now Alexa has abs or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's this woman and she's like, because they've got the new spherical Alexas, and she's like, oh, this is just like the best. This is the most perfect form for Alexa. And then she starts staring off in the window and she sees a Michael B. Jordan ad go by on a bus, and then she starts thinking, and she's like, Alexa, put bath oils on my list. And he's going, bath oils are on your list. And then she's...
And is he standing in the rain or something?
It's Michael B. Jordan. No, there's a bit, he's standing outside our house, and she goes, Alexa, turn on the sprinklers. And all the water is pouring onto him. Her husband comes out going, Alexa, turn off the sprinklers. We don't need that. Everything's too moist around here.
That's hysterical.
Then there's a bit. She's in the bath. She's in a bathtub with like bubbles.
Yeah,
She's like lying
yeah.
there and she goes, Alexa, read me my audio book. And you go to the other end of the bath and there's Michael B. Jordan. He's wearing clothes. And he's like, she suddenly realized that he had his hands on her. And she was forever changed. And you hear her husband out the hallway going, honey, other people need to use the bathroom.
That is genius.
And there's a bit where she's like, she's got some of her girlfriends round
Yeah.
at the party, like having a little girls' night.
Yeah.
And Michael B. Jordan's standing there and she goes, Alexa, dim the lights. And for some reason, he takes his shirt off. And all the other ladies go. And I think, I'm not quite sure, but I think he has like the blue eyes, like the light.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
He said, put bath oils on the list. You don't need no bath oils! Husband
So
said.
basically, every time she does something with Alexa, the husband's there.
The husband's there, yeah. Michael Jordan
That's a
standing there with
frickin'
the
riot.
sprinklers like going on. Her husband's going, we don't need the sprinklers on. Everything's wetted off and out around here.
That's funny. That is funny.
It's called Alexa's Body.
47. You know, we still haven't seen the remake of Fahrenheit 451 with Michael B. Jordan and Michael Shannon.
Yeah, that should be on HBO.
That
Max,
should be on,
right?
that should be on HBO Max, I would imagine.
It should be.
Don't you agree? Don't you agree, Benedict? He's looking at me like, "Where are my cushies? I thought I was getting a poke today."
Yes.
Hey, hey.
See somebody, one of the a cosplayer who was playing Frozone.
Yeah, oh yeah. He was
dressed
playing
out
out in
and
the, went out in the snow. I
Now
saw
that's
that.
cold in a
That's dedication.
yeah. Hopefully he had a coat and then he just dropped it and ran out there and
Yeah.
stuck both the and put his coat back on. Actually, yesterday I did 2,000 words because I did a little quick 500 word addition to the Ministry story. So, the only thing is once you have that goal, you got to keep hitting it, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
It's like,
I'm trying very hard to
keep
To
on, keep
push
it on
forward.
track.
having 2 days of bad sleep has not helped.
No. Sometimes just getting words on the page is an achievement. They don't necessarily have to.
I want to at least try to finish this. I want to at least try to finish this chapter.
Okay. You need a coffee or a cup of tea or something?
I just had some shadow. Shit. I just had some soda, so I'm just trying to stay awake. Oh. But Jason gifted 7 subs into chat. So
Aw, that's
Veronica
very nice.
is now a sub. Amanda is now a sub, and
He's like Oprah Winfrey.
yeah,
You get a sub, and you get a sub.
and you get a sub. So yeah.
Can I have one of your cokes?
What?
Can I have one of your cokes? I'm feeling green. Or did you want to split one? Have you got?
I already split one, so there's one already open in the in the
okay, so I don't-
fridge. It's in the door in the fridge.
Oh, so it's a half.
Yeah. So it's already in there. It shouldn't be. It's not going to be very cold. Just to give you fair warning.
I just picked up the first thing that my hand landed on. It was a beer. So
No.
that wouldn't have helped. When are you going to be phasmophobering on Thursday?
As far as I know.
Every time I think of. Okay, let me just take a few minutes to look at what I wrote. Because weirdly, I'm jumping backwards and forwards between 3 chapters. When I get stuck, I just hop to another chapter.
Mm. All right. Oof. I hate to do this, but I don't think I've got it in me. I'm about to fall asleep.
You probably should go and take a nap rather than try and push through because you're just producing crap.
Did you wanna transfer your stuff over here and work on yours with the?
I'm used to using Scrivener.
Are you still using Scrivener? Okay. So do you wanna man the stream solo, or do you want me to just shut it down?
Are you going to be sleeping for a long time, or are you going to be...
At least half an hour.
I can manage. You want to hang with me, chat, for half an hour? We can put a
All
cat or something into his chair.
Yeah, put a cat in my chair.
We got a... Oh, put
Shaun the sheep.
Yeah, put Shaun the sheep in there.
All right.
Shaun, you're subbing in. Finally, after all these years waiting for it, Shaun. Oh, actually, shouldn't I sit over there so that I...
Wait a minute, wrong one. Hang on. Let's see. There he is. There's Shaun the sheep. Yep.
You're putting him in charge? No, I don't know the difference.
It's seamless.
It's seamless. I've been hearing people doing some weird stuff with Zoom interviews, but that's it, really. I'm in this interview. So maybe,
Just need to take a break, I guess.
Go take a proper nap. Be comfortable.
Shaun's keeping an eye on things.
So, let's see where we are. Shit, what I'm gonna do... Since I can't keep craning my neck like that, I'm just gonna log on to Twitch and then I can keep an eye on you guys. Maybe you can keep an eye on me, and I'm not sure. Just gonna mute myself. And I can see chat. So yay. Me and Shaun. You see Shaun? Oh, you can see Shaun the sheep there. Okay. I think I need to read a little bit. You guys okay if I read what I've written so far? So, I know this is going to require a lot of editing. Looking at it, I can just tell. Once I've gone to the end, I'm going to have to go back and really paper over the holes, because as I've gone, I've made quite a few gaps in sort of logic and timeline. Yeah, that's right. I was going to have them. So let me just read you this bit where Theodosia, she's looking for... She's kind of investigating what's going on. Why the forest has become a little toxic. So let me just read you this little bit. Over her shoulder she looked to the forest. Less than half a mile away, the green edge of it was close enough to lure any artists in. She climbed up the hill, looking to each side for some sign of human activity. She took it in the forest. As you read things aloud, you find repetitions that you didn't really notice when you're typing. Over her shoulder she took in the forest. Less than half a mile away, the green edge of it was close enough to lure any artists in. She climbed up the hill, looking to each side for some sign of human activity, perhaps some lost young men looking for, hoping for adventure or words. What she found instead was Miles Ollerton, the strange little man, the stranger from the Green Man. He sat on a fold-out stool with a large bag on his lap, with his back to her. Rather than go right up to him, Theo paused to see what he was doing. What repetition here. With a rock standing between them, she watched as he pulled out a small golden cup. Was he going to get drunk in this picturesque place? He wouldn't be the first. She supposed. He wouldn't be the first. It seemed that way as he then took out a small flask and poured a clear liquid into it. Gin, maybe? He didn't drink it, though. Instead, he stared into it and began to speak. A chill flickered over Theo's skin, a shudder she'd learned to associate with the practice of magic nearby. Yet when he began to speak, it was not English. Sorry, the soda might give you burps. Theo, like all women of her class, had been taught French, but languages were never her forte. Besides, with the blockade to the continent, she never got to use it much. So she couldn't tell immediately what he whispered, but she could pick out a few words. Cours de Ver, the ancient forest at the heart of Europe. Je ne l'ai pas encore vu, which what am I meaning here? Hold on. Which note had he not seen yet? When he finally jerked his head her way, for an instant she could have sworn he smiled. Ah, Lady Theodosia, there you are. It made her stop in her tracks. Were you expecting me? He pursed his lips. Where the world is, there will always be Belmonts, isn't that the saying? More a hope, she replied, her gaze darting around for any sign of poets or thieves. The grass here was flat, kept so by the winds that howled over the hills, and the relentless sheep the farmers grazed. Blood matted the crest of the king's seat, though whatever it was had not been able to walk away. Okay, that's a sentence from a previous version. Check that out. Yet, at the top, there was a mysterious patch of blood. Quite a lot of it. So... either murder or sacrifice had been recently perpetrated here. Her mind tried to justify it. Surely a wolf or a beast from the wild might have killed a sheep here, and yet this was a well-traversed hilltop. Even a creature of the wild was unlikely to kill a farm animal in an area much visited by so many humans. Oh, this? Sorry. Just adding some bits of that. Oh, yes. This is quite a worry, Mr. Ollerton commented, getting to his feet and coincidentally knocking over the cup he'd been speaking into. So is your conversation. In French, Thea replied, one hand keeping close to the pistol under her jacket. Oh, heard that, did you? My, it has been an age since someone snuck up on me. You Belmonts are full of tricks. Is that your only explanation? Theo kept an eagle eye on him, waiting for some strange sign or whispered word. He was obviously a magic user of some kind. He was obviously a magic user of some kind. I lost my place. Hedge witches were usually women, but that there were some men,
He also could be a sign worker. She had to be careful he didn't work some trickery on her. As if reading her mind, Ollerton spread his hands out before him. Will you wait for one moment before shooting me down where I stand? Give me a moment to explain. As an answer, Theo jerked her head for him to take a seat. To retake his seat. Oop. He sank back but kept his hands up. Then with a little sigh, admitted something that made Theo tremble. I confess. I have come from France, through the Green Heart and then into the Wold. Through a dry mouth, Theo managed to get out. Travelled from one ancient forest to another. Ollerton's eyes gleamed silver for an instant in the morning light. Just so. The pistol was in her hand and aimed at him before she'd had much time to think. Then I must take you to the nearest military outpost to be turned in as a spy. They will find out how you did such a thing. Such an impossible thing? He asked. One eyebrow... Actually, I'm going to make that an italic. Such an impossible thing? He asked, one eyebrow raised and looking entirely unconcerned. She gave him a short nod. Madame Rougeau sent me at great personal risk, I might add. If you care to take that into consideration. Theo's grip. This is editing on the fly. Theo's grip on the pistol did not waver, even though the name was a spear through her. Ageron and Rougeau were Le Mans de la Forte, the equivalent of England's Smythe and Lennox. They naturally worked for Bonaparte. Now, she said through a tight jaw, you are trying to get me to shoot you on the spot. Ollerton sighed. You are every bit as stubborn as the intelligence I read on you suggested. He rubbed his forehead. Madam said this would be better if I was not discovered. And now I am seeing her point. You are a spy of a foreign nation trying to rip mine apart. How do you think I should act? Resting his chin on his hand, Ollerton stared up at her with those strange eyes. I see I am going to have to prove my worth to you as I did to your sister. He got up and dusted off his breeches. How about we start with finding that lost boy of yours? Having him back would give everyone room to think. Peter Ellis. Yes, that's the one. And then, as if Theo didn't have a pistol pointed at him, he gathered up his belongings, turned towards the Wold, and set off. He didn't run, simply sauntered in that direction. My bullet is black iron, Theo called after him. Oh, I know, but I'm sure your curiosity is more deadly still. The wicked grin he shot her made her even more uncertain. Finally, after standing there for a moment, feeling quite the fool, she trotted after him. I insist you tell me how you used the forests to travel from France to England. It was the kind of information the government would kill to have. Ollerton didn't reply. And Theo, who was used to having others racing to keep up with her long strides, found instead she was the one being left behind. And as T would say, see. So now we're going to, let me just make sure. I sound a bit echoey to myself, but never mind. So now I have the scene where I'm going to be doing let's see. So I have I've got 4 scenes that I haven't finished yet. So the next chapter is Theo and Ollerton, and they're going into the forest, which is actually going to be the first scene where you actually do go into the forest. So I have to write a bit about it. I'm just wondering, T turned off the... No, I just thought for a minute that T had turned off the music, but he hasn't. Because I don't want to leave you guys just sitting there watching me write. But hey, this is a writing stream. So I have just started like 2 sentences of the scene where they go into the forest. But then I have about 1,300 words back at Witchwood with Helena and Keats, and I have to come up with something that happens in that scene. Now, they've been doing some research. It's fun to write scenes where people just sit in libraries and read books, so I need to find something exciting to happen. I haven't quite thought about what that would be yet. Then I do have another scene written from the villain, the antagonist's point of view. Not quite sure how I want that to go. So I think I will stick with the Theo and Ollerton scene and write about the forest and them finding the kid. So I'm going to see if I can just get out a quick few words. So everyone's being quiet, but that's okay. That's okay. We're just chilling. A little bit of caffeine to the brain. So, since I'm not... Mikaro, yes. He had a bit of a broken night of sleep last night. So, he started to write. And I've tried to do that too, where you're like sleepy. And you try and write, and it's like pushing a rock uphill. So I'm here by myself with me, and well, I'm not here by myself. It's me and Sean the sheep. So I've got how many words did I just do there? Let's see. Let's just do a quick word count. Yeah. So I've got 262 words, which isn't a lot, but I need to stop because I do not have access currently to an English forest. So, luckily we live in this world where there are plenty of places to at least get a vague idea of it. There's a lot of things about... There's a beautiful forest in England called the Forest of Dean, and there's a part of it called Puzzlewood. And oh, here we go. Look at this. A relaxing virtual walk around an English wood. Isn't the internet great? I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, it organised an insurrection and and sort of other things, terrible things. But as a tool, it's a tool, right? So let's have a quick look. It's a 34-minute walk. Oh, there you go. Look at that. It's a virtual walk around the Forest of Dean. Oh no, this isn't the Forest of Dean. I think that's Teesalanga. I mean, look at this. I'm just going to show you this. Look at that. Walking around a forest. I mean, sure, I can't get the smells of the forest, but Alexa off. I can't get the smells of the forest, but this is pretty cool. I mean, it shows you how the light goes through the forest and the undergrowth. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure since he's writing about New York, I'm sure he could find something similar. Gosh, look at this! Look at this! I'm writing the scene where she goes into the forest. This is a virtual walk in the forest.
Where'd you find that?
YouTube.
Of course.
Do you feel better after a little nap? Looks like you got a little headache or something. This is like a half an hour walk in an English forest. Which is nice. I mean, ideally, I'd love to be able to go and walk around an English forest.
We all would we?
We would. But we can't. So, but I mean, you can't get the smells of it, but you can get the, the way the light falls through the trees and how the forest is structured with its undergrowth and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to go use the restroom since you're back.
I'm back.
And you see if you can find a virtual walk through 1970s New York. I'm sure it won't be quite as scenic.
It's not what I need necessarily right now, but yeah, everything's on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, man. The worst part of all, chat, is that I've got to really kind of pull it together because I'm supposed to go for a run. And I just feel like I am struggling to stay awake. Okay. Okay. All right. It's never good when I feel like I'm struggling against lack of sleep. All right. But I just need to get 3 miles in and I'll be good. All right. Whew. Yeah, I see you there. I see you there, little guy. All right. Oh, that's neat. That is neat. Yeah, Veronica recommends if you want the scents for a forest,
Yeah.
English Fay forest. There's a candle.
There's a candle for
There's
that?
a candle for that. Yeah.
I mean, I know what a New Zealand forest smells like, but there's earthy smells, and I don't know. I'm sure I can find. Oh yeah, I need a candle. I bet they smell like moss. What does moss smell like? Let me just look at this a little bit better, get myself in the mindset. Crunch of your feet under the ground.
How you doing, Sophie? Good to see you in chat. Good to see you there. See, I had wished, Veronica, that I could have done ASL as my foreign language at James Madison. I was told by James Madison and their foreign language department that wasn't going to happen because the whole plan of the whole idea of learning a foreign language was the whole idea of learning a foreign language was that you learned you not only learned the language, you learned a culture. And this is a direct quote from them. And the deaf, sign language and the deaf don't really have a culture of their own.
That was a while ago, though.
That was 92, 91, 92 when they said that. So that is why I got instead a Bachelor's of Science as opposed to a Bachelor of Arts. Yeah, exactly. It's okay. It's just it was a different time, I guess. It was a different time. That was the actual words. The actual words. He was an old white dude who told me that. So there you have it. Not bad, Sophie. Not bad. Just trying to wake up. I've been having an uphill day in that respect.
I should save this one to my favourites. I think I'm going to be writing about going into the forest a few times, so...
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
There's a YouTube channel called The Guild of Ambience.
Kuh.
Look at this little dude.
He's been in a particular mood. He's really wanting to getting everybody's attention. Look you. Oh. You just nipped at my hand. just nipped my hand because I was
messing with him too much.
messing with your tummy. Fine, I'll hit my. I'll hit.
There's a whole range of people on YouTube who do just walks. They just obviously strap a GoPro and they just don't talk. They just walk
Honey,
around.
it's right up. It's right up there with ASMR. It's right up there with
it is
ASMR.
and you know what? It works for us because I'm like, oh, here's a guy who's walking through Castletown in the English countryside. Or would you like to go for a misty Tay Forest walk or a it's a lakeside walk?
It's one of the challenges, Sophie, that I know Pip came across when she was playing Valhalla, is the power scaling and just trying to get up there so that she can continue her missions.
There's a certain point when you have to stop the main story and just upgrade
Grind out,
yourself by
yeah.
doing some other things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying Valhalla. Do I love it as much as I loved Ghost of Tsushima and still love Ghost of Tsushima? No. I still love that more.
Yeah.
I don't... There's a number of different reasons. I think Valhalla is a beautiful game. They've really...
Whoa!
What?
Oh, okay. Darn it. Poop.
Poops.
I was getting really excited, but then I read the rest of the headline. House to vote to remove Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene from committee roles.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Wow.
I was kind of hoping that they were going to. I was really kind of hoping they were going to just remove her. Period.
That's, I don't know. The Democrats might want her around. She's great fodder for them. That's Scottish.
It is funny though how there are people who have they have people that have end hunger now, or people have really different beautiful sentiments that they have on their masks. She has Stop the Steal and Trump won.
Oh, she also has censored.
And censored.
As she's talking on.
Different networks and things like that. I was really hoping they were gonna, they were voting for her removal, but I guess that's that's wishful thinking.
I'm Dave. I live in the English countryside. I love it. I also enjoy walking. I also enjoy watching videos of other people walking. So I found myself inspired to go to get some camera equipment to make my own walking videos. I've stumbled upon an
entire it seems like an entire
subculture of walking videos.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Right now, I'm kind of digging it. I'm like, look, there's other places in the planet. Did you know that? This guy's walking. I mean, they're all doing, and they're doing them in 4K. Oh, that's really pretty. Although watching this is making me like, I want not to be in this house. I want to be somewhere else. I love this house. I love the people in it, but I'm sure you guys are all with me on it. It'd be nice to be somewhere else right now. Oh God, that's so pretty. Little birds tweeting. Okay. I have a YouTube list of stuff for the world, and maybe it's not a huge area, because he's only getting like 3,000 views is the oh no, he got a 5,000 view there. And of course these are all summertime videos, so that's nice. Okay, I would really like to see, let's try apparently there's a place in oh, sometimes real life just gives you the best stuff. Apparently, so that my story is set in Kent. Apparently, there is a place in Kent called the Screaming Woods. It's one of the UK's most haunted places.
Oh, there we go.
It's had 159,000 views, this one. It's Kent Survival. Oh no, he's put screams and stuff in there. Not a big fan of that. Show me the. I actually want to see the woods. Yeah, foxes scream. That's the other thing. Oh, he just mentioned Blair Witch, so I'm not sure if I'm in on this. Doing, cat? Look at him, he's down shoving himself in the corner again.
As long as he's not interrupting the internet, that's all that we have to ask. Oh. Oh, good. Good to hear, Rick. Good to hear. Glad to see that the glad to see that the app is behaving.
I don't know. No, that's not for me. Lovely nature and bluebells in the Kent forest. That's more like it. Bluebells are pretty cool, but I don't think bluebells. When do bluebells bloom in Kent, and why is the cat standing up there again?
Yes?
Did you want something?
He looks like he wants something. It's
Oh, he wants something.
Can I help
He
you?
wants something. He wants a treat. Right?
All right. All right.
Cat wants a treat.
can just finish this chapter, I think I'll be happy.
Oh, cool. It's cool that you can look at the animals and you can hear the bird song.
Yeah.
It's a song thrush. It's really got a pretty sound.
Hey, Capena. Aloha. How are you? I think it is. Thank you very much. I think it is getting. I think it's getting there. It's definitely getting there.
Trying to get the names of the, this is slowing me down, but I want to get the trees right. Trees. That would probably be a good idea, because they would keep coming back to this tree thing again and again. So. Cheese magic. The magic of cheese.
You alright?
Yeah, I've got to fit this in
Talking
somehow.
about the magic of cheese?
Yeah, apparently there is a long connection with cheese and witchcraft. Well, when you think about it.
Really? Cheese and witchcraft?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a method of cheese divination to tell the future. You may fascinate a woman by giving her a piece of cheese. Depends. Is it good cheese? Because if it's processed cheese, they're just going to be right off.
All right.
Well, when you think about it, cheese making is a kind of magic. I mean, you take something that's liquid.
That's basically curdling and molding,
yeah,
and you make it taste good. There is some type of dark magic, I would agree.
Okay, so I'm just going to make myself a little note section, a setting sketch. That's a good idea. Okay. With the bold. I haven't just decided. There are two spellings for a word for ancient forest, and that is either wold, W-O-L-D, or weald, which might also be pronounced the same way, which is W-E-A-L-D. Kind of leaning towards.
I like the wold.
You like the wold?
Wold. Yeah.
I'm. Okay, rolling story. Center of magic.
All right, chat. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna. Well, no, I mean, I have 5 minutes to get ready for my run.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to. Were you gonna stick it out?
No, I've got things to do upstairs.
All right.
And I need to.
I told you this was gonna be a short stream, and unfortunately, I didn't spend a lot of time in it because. But I did finish chapter 9.
I gotta do some more research on the trees.
I did finish chapter 9. I've now got a chapter 10 up. But chapter 9 is done.
Fresh trees.
It's got just over 2,000 words in it, so this happens. Sometimes, chat, you know, your biggest enemy is yourself. But at least I got in a little bit of word count.
Hazel.
And what I really should do is 21:10. Not my best day. Not my best day, chat. But you know what?
Don't beat yourself up about it.
No. It's still progress. And actually, what I need to do is I need to take some of these. I need to take some of these and put these on my. I have to take these chapters and I got to put them on my Google Drive. I need to put them on my Dropbox, and then transfer them into my master Scrivener file. I also have to retrieve some lost words from a previous stream. It was for something that happened early on in chapter 5. For some reason, the save didn't quite work, so that kind of sucks. But that also happens. Let me just see here. I do not have a Dropbox open. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's just see here. Ooh.
The woodlandtrust.org.uk has got some amazing stuff on plants and animals that you find in the forest. That's pretty cool.
Okay. Right, I've got this one that's chapter 6. It's on the 25th, but there's also a chapter 6 here. All right. So I've transferred all my stuff over. Okay. So you want me to go ahead and wrap up stream?
Yes, I think so.
Right.
I'm gonna go.
Well, first off, Chad, thank you very much for keeping my wife company. I certainly do appreciate it. Sorry I wasn't a little more active and a little more responsive on this stream. I would call this one of the tougher days of being a writer, when you're working to keep yourself going and keep yourself producing words. And sometimes life has a way of throwing something at you and slowing you down. But that is one of the perils of being a writer. So anyway, we did make some progress, and we did in fact wrap up chapter 9. So that's good. That's a good sign. And now I move forward chapter 10, where I believe I have to do a little bit of homework about the RICO Act. So that should be fun. I'm gonna feel like a mobster. I'm gonna be doing some homework on the RICO
Oh,
Act.
you should definitely look into YouTube because man, there's everything on there.
Oh, everything's in there about that, right? All right. I'm gonna let AutoHost do its thing, but you all have a great day. Okay. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all tomorrow for another writing stream.
Okay.
All right. Take it easy.
Bye.
Peace.